Step number one. So today we're going to talk about how my company Go Creative AI and how I would, if I was in a CPA shoes, help them scale their own specific business. So let's get right into it. So again, this is for like a CPA, any sort of accounting firm, tax, bookkeeping, etc., stuff like that, right? So why are we doing this? So again, I love helping businesses scale. Any sort of CPA firm or accounting business that wants to grow intentionally, doing the right things, this is the place to be, right? So if you're a CPA firm, and let's say you're tired of relying on only on referrals, you've been slammed during tax season, and then it's like slow the rest of the year, right? It's very typical. Taking on low value clients who don't want to pay you the money you think you're worth, and you have no control over the demand because of, I guess, the schedule and the seasons, right? This framework, like that we put here, is going to change how you think about growth, right? We're going to show you exactly how to scale a CPA firm using paid ads. That's our number one strategy that we are experts in. We're an AI marketing company, again, but any sort of competitive market you're in, or any single, brand you're competing against, you need to figure out how to give yourself a competitive advantage. Paid ads is arguably the number one way to do so, in my opinion. So this is the core problem that most CPA firms face. Most CPA firms grow through referrals, local reputation, right? So they do a good job, family, friends of customers, etc., and time. If you've been a CPA for 20 or 30 years, it's great. It's easy to scale. But there's always more, and there's always room for improvement, right? Seasonal spikes are another thing as well, like we mentioned earlier. We want to create predictable growth. That's the biggest problem I've seen with CPA companies and CPA firms. We need to have predictable growth. No, like, hey, year round, we're getting business, right? The goal is, again, this is very, very important. The goal is not to get more clients. We want clients. We want better clients. We want very high class clients, clients who we know will stick with us for years as a CPA firm, okay? That's very, very important. So the higher quality people that come to you, the more you can charge. And that will create better customer relationships because they're obviously a high quality client. They're going to help you. They're going to be helpful for you to help them, right? Very, very important. There'll be less stress. There'll be fewer mess ups, fewer issues. Paid ads specifically help you choose who you want to work with. You can target income class in ads. You can target wealth, right? You can target, hey, I want to help people in this area or this area. It solves problems people are actually genuinely worried about. That's why CPA firms are great for paid ads. And again, paid ads aren't the only way you can scale. You can do organic content, which we help with that as well. You can even get a virtual assistant who can cold call and just try getting clients in the door. There's so many different ways to do lead gen. I think paid ads are the best way, but there are other little ways we can also work on that we help with as well. Okay. So again, any single CPA service, it has potential, has a lot of potential through paid ads, honestly. Right. And these are some, services that you can use to help people with, right? So most people who are trying to get a CPA or an accountant in general, they're concerned about taxes. They're concerned about, IRS mistakes, which I have dealt with personally before, and I know people that have. They're concerned about cash flow, right? We got compliance and financial uncertainty. People are scared. They don't want to get in trouble from the IRS. People don't want to make mistakes. They want an accountant and a CPA who they can fully trust. It's very, very important. Okay? So why do people buy from a CPA? This is very important because obviously you're going to get all these leads, but you have to get them to want to pay you, right? Clients aren't buying tax preparation. They're not buying bookkeeping. They're not buying those things. They're not even buying accounting. They want to buy someone they trust. They want to buy someone where they get peace of mind, right? They want to buy from someone who makes them feel good, makes them feel like they can trust them, right? They want to work with someone who they trust with their finances. Finances are a very gatekept thing. People want to make sure they can feel like they're getting taken care of. And that's your job as a CPA or any business, but especially as a CPA. You're an expert in this field. Make the clients feel comfortable. That's how we're going to help scale this thing, okay? So again, and this is actually something I wanted to talk about too, the offer. You don't need to just talk about how you're a CPA and you can just do this for them or an accountant. You need to build a personal relationship with each client. These are lifelong clients you can have potential with, right? Lifelong, meaning that's money you can get forever, right? So again, don't advertise your CPA services, accounting firm, bookkeeping solutions. Dig into the problem people face. You could say, talk in a video like, hey, do you want to avoid these IRS mistakes? Do you want to pay less in taxes legally through our strategies, like maybe getting an Airbnb, or owning an Airbnb and owning STR? Do you want year-round financial clarity? Accounting is it's very important. People really do care about it. And every single person needs some sort of accounting. And there are many problems in the accounting industry as well, from personal experience myself. I can tell you that because I've had personal experience with it. Accounting is built for many different things, right? So again, here's some more examples. You're paying too much in taxes. Maybe you have the wrong CPA working with you. Still guessing how much you're making each month, still guessing your numbers. You need help with it. Let's help you. We'll come in and help you. Maybe the IRS letters are stressing you out. Maybe you got a recent audit. Again, we're here to help. That's our job, to help you, right? Are you outgrowing your current accountant? Is your current accountant just not giving you the value you need? Is there some sort of issue there? Specific pains, and all these things, like I mentioned, all four of these things you need to have in your ads, right? And that's what we're going to help with, right? With video ads, static ads, etc., right? We need to dig into the problem people face, and we're going to help them fix the problem. And then in turn, they're going to pay us money to help them fix the problem. Okay. So these are kind of some tips that I kind of just mentioned a second ago. Short video ads, maybe 20 to 30 seconds, I would recommend here, explaining one problem. Maybe what you should do is have 3 or 4 different video ads here, maybe 3 or 4 different image ads. That's what we would do. And simply the video ads state a problem people have. And then maybe have one video where you just have like a very general solution, like, hey, we are the best. We have helped this person. Maybe include some testimonials in it, right? Image ads, same thing. And have a really strong hook, like a very big font, big text, right? Very, very important. One clear call to action is very important too. Like, hey, click the link below, learn more, book a meeting with us. Let's talk, right? And again, your traffic should go to a short qualification form. So basically, obviously, each CPA firm has specific clients they're looking to work with and some that they're not looking to work with. So it's very important to know exactly who the client is and making sure that the people, they match the quality with what you're looking to get. Because obviously, there's different qualities of people and different demographics that you're looking. Maybe you want to work with doctors, maybe you want to work with lawyers, etc., right? Stuff like that. Another important thing I think that's important, I want to add here, is you need to have a very good landing page, which we also help with, right? There's so many different aspects to get clients. So obviously what we would do is we would want to come into your business, look at all your landing pages. We want to look at everything and how you run it currently and figure out and strategize together how we can improve this, okay? So that's very, very important. Most CPAs fail because they focus on multiple things here, right? So they focus on the certifications. Obviously, you need to have your license certifications, but that's not the only thing you should focus on. Same with years of experience. That's great. But what about there's some young CPA right now who's making a killing probably, who's 25 years old. Don't focus on these things that everyone else focus on. You need to focus on things that will actually make you different. Clients already assume you're competent, okay? They're evaluating who you are as a person because an accountant's like a family member. You need to make sure you're getting in the room with the right person, right? They want clarity. They want authority. They want to understand that you know what the heck you're talking about. They want someone who they can trust. I mentioned trust multiple times. Like, you need to have people that you trust here. It's very, very important, okay? Ads don't close deals. Conversations will, okay? Right? So you need to have quality leads, people who are actually ready to pay you. You need to have expectations set early with pricing. And you need to build relationships. It's just like, it's so important. And be willing to say no, right? Because higher standards and having higher quality clients is going to help you protect your margins, right? You want to focus your time on people who are actually you can help, but also people who are making you the most money possible, right? Very, very important there. Okay. So how I would structure this, simply you have the ad, you get the lead, you have a qualification steps, they answer some questions on your landing page, and you have a brief call, 15, 20 minutes, and you have clear next steps. That's it. Like, hey, what's the goal of the call? Probably them to pay you, them to get started in your business and working with you. That's like the goal. Here's some objections that I can help you guys with as well, since I know sales pretty well. Most objections can fall on the price. Usually price is the biggest one. Then I would say it's trust, then timing, okay? Right? Timing can be tough because obviously, it depends on the time of year and that could play a factor in things. But the biggest one you got to focus on is price. But all you have to do to prove that the output, the price is like, hey, take out the price. With the value we've given you, is this something you would get into? Most likely, if you did a good job with the presentation, they're going to say yes. They'll say, great. What do you think working with us does for you? Ignore the price. What would working like long term? What's that can do for you? It's gonna save them time, save them stress, save them a headache. Okay, great. So it saves you all these things. What is that worth to you? That's worth a lot, right? It's worth a lot more than we're charging, isn't it? So that's why you should probably work with us. That's a very example, a very short example on how you can fall on these objections and make it easier for yourself to get clients and have success. Very important. So again, clear positioning, strong offer, and having confidence in what you're doing is going to help you get these people in the door. If you hesitate and you don't sound confident, clients are going to hesitate. Finances are a very sore subject, right? And again, once ads are working, let's say you're getting a lot of clients, we're going to slowly increase the spend. You got to hire, you got to delegate, maybe hire some people who can help you close these deals, appointment setters, which we can help you with as well, etc. You slowly raise the price over the time as you get higher quality clients. Narrow your audience. Have a very specific group of people who you're targeting. That's very, very important, especially in this type of niche, right? Don't take every client. Your application is important. You want to take high quality clients who are willing to pay you what you want, right? Don't market just during tax season. Market through all the whole year, right? And follow-up systems, again, are very, very important. Paid ads do beat referrals long term, but we want both, right? Referrals are definitely unpredictable. It's hard to scale them, but at the same time, they are good. But ads are easy because people are seeing your stuff every day in the location you want, who are targeted who you want. It's going to be easier to scale that. Absolutely. Right. Again, so the final takeaway here that I think you guys should understand very clearly is CPA firms in general, from what I've seen, they don't struggle because of competition. The problem is the demand, right? Because of the tax season. So people only want to use CPA. They only want to sign up typically during tax season, but there's still a demand for year round. People are always concerned about how much money they're making and how to invest more and how to save more and stuff like that. Your job as a CPA is to simply help them here, okay? So again, if you understand this right here, you can grow a CPA firm year round, not just during the tax season. That's very, very important, okay? So hopefully you guys understand that. That's the final takeaway here. I'm going to get this done here. So again, hopefully you guys got some value from this. I think there's a lot of value to give here. Very, very important stuff, especially if you're a CPA and you're trying to scale your business. Again, multiple things. If you want to work with us, click the link below if you want to book a meeting with us. We'll show you exactly how we can help scale your specific business. And this is very good. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you stuck to the end, thank you guys so much. CPAs, accountants, click the link below. We have an exact framework on how we can help you. Fill out the form we have. We have tons of value to give to you guys. And again, if you're in that realm and you want to scale, we're here to help, okay? Also, let's say you're a new CPA, a new accountant, and you're just getting in the door. You don't want to pay, a lot of money for a very high-level agency. You're just looking to scale and do it yourself. Also have a link for you down below. So I'll have both down below. I'll be, very detailed so you guys know very clearly what you're signing up for and what you're doing. And obviously the whole goal is to help you scale your business. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.